Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Transparent Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Beth and I homeschool two kiddos. And we are on summer break right now, but we will be starting up our 2019-2020 school year in the middle of July. We homeschool year round, so I'm coming to the end of my planning for next year, and I just wanted to quickly update you guys on how much my whole curriculum for next year cost. I will link below my 2019-2020 curriculum choices, so you guys can check that out. I'm just going to be referencing everything in that video that I showed you guys and basically how much it costs. As I have previously mentioned, we are in the middle of a big move, and so we did have to cut back on some of our homeschool budget this year for the move. And so a lot of our stuff is secondhand, and we did get it at a discount. But I will tell you that as we are going down the list. I have kind of some notes down here, so I'm going to be looking down at my notes as I'm speaking. So my son will be in first grade, and my daughter will be 4, and so we're going to start her on some pre-K material. And so with that being said, he's doing more of the formal curriculum right now that I had to buy, and then I kind of just pieced together a loose curriculum that I think will do really well for her. We are going to start a somewhat like low-level reading curriculum, and then hopefully build up throughout the year to maybe some very simple words or working on some sight words. But I'm not going to push that. If she's ready, great. If not, we'll just pick it up when she is ready. So, with that said, I'm going to get started. As I mentioned in, again, the 2019-2020 curriculum video, we are continuing with Right Start Math, and he will be on level B, and that costs $55. And that is just for the teacher's manual, the workbook, and some of the appendix pages that came with it. Now, again, that was something that we bought secondhand at our kind of like a secondhand homeschool store that we have. And it was a really good purchase because we did the first level A, Right Start Math there as well. And I mean, the owners that had it before us treated it really gently, and there were hardly any pencil marks in there, so I didn't really have to go and erase a lot or anything like that. And the same thing is with this level B. It was very gently used, almost brand new it looks like, and there's not a single pencil mark in the workbook. So I was pretty happy with that. And of course, you get to continue to use your manipulatives from when you bought it the first time. And then, as I, again, previously stated, we did purchase our Sunlight Level A Intro to World Cultures curriculum from the secondhand bookstore as well. And so all of that together, the manual for History, Bible, Literature was $51. And then for my son's language arts, we went with the Good and the Beautiful. And when I went online to purchase the level K package for language arts, they had a special, and it was $34 for the level K, and that includes the phonics cards, the mini books, and the course book. And I thought that was a really great deal. But they also were selling level 1 at a discount price as well, and that was $36. And so we spent roughly about $70 on 2 levels, right? 2 levels of language arts, level K and level 1. And so I figured if he does really well with the level K and he kind of soars through it, we can start on level 1 during the same school year. But we're going to take it really easy and just do a nice review. And I've heard that the Good and the Beautiful kind of is an aggressive language arts program. And so again, I'm not going to be too concerned with getting through the material. I really want to take our time, and I really want to make sure that he's getting everything that he needs to before we move on to level 1. And I think I heard somewhere on another video that they were phasing out this edition of the language arts program. Now, do not take my word for this. I don't know for sure. This is just something that I had heard. But I think they are revamping the edition to make a second edition of the language arts level K and level 1, and that's why everything is discounted, so they can just get it out of their stock. Now, I do know that the level 1 language arts program is out of stock at this price. Actually, I just think it's out of stock, period. But since it was like half the price, I considered it a steal, so I just went ahead and bought level K and level 1. And then we did the Good and the Beautiful safety unit from their science curriculum, and that was $22. I got the physical course set sent to me, and then I took it to Office Max, and I had it spiral bound, and I put a backing on it too, and that was only like $4. So that was a really good price as well. Then we did handwriting for my son from the Good and the Beautiful, and that curriculum was $13. I also showed you my body unit that I'm doing for science, and I bought that off of a website, Teachers Pay Teachers, and that was $13. However, I did have to print out all of the material from my printer, so I did spend probably about $40 on the ink and maybe like, I don't know, $5 on the paper. And so, again, that was before I had decided to do the Good and the Beautiful, the safety unit. I probably would not have bought that body unit, since I know that the Good and the Beautiful has a body unit, looking back now. But I bought it, so I'm going to use it, and we'll just go from there. And then for the book list for the Sunlight Level A, Intro to World Cultures, I did buy all of the books on there secondhand, and that came to about $150. And then my the History Project Kit, I did a separate video on that. I'll link that below as well. That was brand new. I did not buy that secondhand. I don't think you can, because it's just a bunch of materials that you use for different science projects, or I'm sorry, history projects. And that was $50. And then all of the materials for my daughter, the handwriting book and the little math workbook that I bought her, all of that came to $11. Now, this is just the curriculum. This is not any of our school supplies that we're going to have to buy. That kind of is probably going to come a little bit later. And so the grand total, and I pretty much was very generous on the taxes and shipping for all of this stuff. So the total before the tax and shipping was about $450. And so I put in about $50 for taxes and shipping. Just, again, that's probably a generous number, but I wanted to overestimate rather than underestimate. So it came about $50 for all of that, and then that's about $500 for all of that together. And I think that's a pretty good price, just for all of the things that we got. And again, it really helped that the language arts programs were basically half off. I think they were like 40% off, but since I got two of them, I just really thought that was a really good price. So that is kind of the rough estimate of how much our curriculum was. Again, that's not including any of the school supplies that we're going to need to buy, but that'll probably be about $50, maybe $75 with all the stuff we need to buy. So, again, this was just a really quick video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!